I made these embeds. So first I made the little buoy floaty and then the anchor. I wanted to use them on top of soap, but I kept putting them together in different ways and I just couldn't find a way to put them together that I liked. So I just sat and I thought about it. I was like, oh, maybe I can create some rope that ties them together, which is what I did. So I like to create work for myself. These were definitely work, but they're super cute. I'm really pleased with how they turned out. And this is just to decorate the top of a soap. This is why I'm crazy. But I made the floaty and the anchor with this mold. I adore, I got a couple molds from this maker. I'll put the link in the description on Etsy. And the detail is exquisite. So I have to paint the red stripes on these. But I love, like, if I can get this off, look at this. Okay, so I'm gonna use this in a soap. Is that not just absolutely gorgeous, the detail? I have a rowboat and oars. Those were a lot of work to make. I have, look at those starfish. Can you see? Like, just, I don't know if it's focused enough. Like the ridges, the bumps, everything's just gorgeous. Pelicans. So yeah, I've been having fun. These are from these two molds. So it's been a little bit addictive to say the least. So let me zoom in. So I have mixed up some red and rubbing alcohol, and I find it's easy if I just put it in a little container. This mold happens to work well. Then I have a thin, you can see a paintbrush, and I just dip it in and see if that's focused. I'm gonna go along the lines, like there's marks on the embeds, they're that detail, but I'm just going to you could do any color. I'm doing red because I like it. So then to create the rope, so I'll finish painting these later in a bit. Whoop, shoot. Just move this off to the side. So to make the rope, I'm using, this is just one of the standard discs that comes with your extruder, these little holes. I'm just going to attach that, and then I have some brown soap dough prepped, so I'm just gonna put that in and touch that. And basically I'm just going to extrude little lengths at a time, because this will dry up and get hard and break on you very quickly. So I just said, just extruding a little bit. Then I'm going to take 2 lengths. I kind of pinch the edges together just so they stay. And then I just twist, work my way down, twisting it together. So now I have a little bit of rope. Then I take a life preserver. I'll just put it through on the bottom. I wrapped it around. Then, oh, my anchor broke. It's okay. I have more anchors. I'm gonna wrap it then under and back around, basically. And then I'll trim off the excess on the end a little bit. And now I have the buoy and the lifesaver and the anchor attached with rope, and I have a cute little embed for the top of my soap. I am creating a lighthouse themed soap today, so I have extruded, actually tried 3 different designs for the lighthouse, and I kind of want to create a rocky cliff the lighthouse will sit on, the ocean, and then a sunset sky. Now I want to do an ombre sunset, but it's really hard to do that with whenever you have the embed. It just never ends up 100% like what I want. Like it is said, it's just I'm never quite happy with the results. So I decided, I was like, I don't know if you remember the watercolor soap that I did in January for the Soap Challenge Club. I kind of decided to do something like that. Now, it uses the technique of taking an ombre and scooping it out, but it's not using, I'm not going to cut it the way I did for that one to get that watercolor effect. But I'm going to scoop when it's still pretty fluid, and I'm hoping that the colors will kind of mix and create a cool look, and then that way I don't have to worry about the whole issue of that I usually have of trying to do an ombre around an embed, or doing the ombre and then sticking the embed in, and then it breaks up the ombre, which always just bothers me a little bit. So that's kind of the plan. I have no idea how it will work or look once I cut it, but I'm gonna give it a go and see what happens, because what do I have to lose? Nothing really. So this, I used I have a soap that, our fragrance, I'm using Seaside from Nature's Garden, that is supposed to be a slow mover, which is great for the ombre. Not so great when I want to, you know, something to set up so I can set the embed on it. Check. Okay, that doesn't go. Just wanted to make sure it sat below the top of the soap so it wasn't sticking out. So anyways, yeah, I stick blended this to death in hopes that it would set up, which it actually seems to be doing. And now I'm trying just to create that little cliffside. And then I'm going to come back and do an ocean, like a blue ombre of the ocean meeting up with the rocky cliff shore. So this soap is New England inspired. our New England coastlines have lots of lighthouses and that kind of stormy dark water, and then the ombre, sunset ombre, I think will represent New England pretty nicely. So I'm gonna let this set up a bit. I'm gonna go pour or get the colors ready for the ocean part. Come back for that, and then I'm going to attempt to do that interesting modified ombre and see what I get. I'm very, very curious. So yeah. Okay, so here are my 3 blues for the ombre. You can see they are all kind of within the same family. So I'm going to, whoops, flip these around and start pouring this ombre. I'm just gonna keep going straight from one to the next. So one is off camera because I don't have enough room on my table for the camera to pick it all up, but hopefully it is cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna speed this up because it's gonna take a little bit of time to go through all of this. Okay, so here are my sunset colors. This fragrance, though it's not supposed to set up, is kind of setting up for me. So I am one, I have this at a really light trace in hopes that that will help. 2, I am breaking this up so that I just do this batch first and then I'll pour another ombre to do the next batch, which is more time consuming, but I'm hoping that it pays off. So anyways, I'm going to try and work quick to create this ombre so it doesn't set up, so I can scoop it in and pray that it all works. So yeah, enjoy. So this time it stayed really fluid. My temperatures were a little bit cooler, so I wonder if this soap was affected by that. But now I'm just like, this is too fluid. So I'm just gonna wait and let it set up a bit and then start scooping, and in the meantime I guess I'll just redo this again and pour it. I probably could have done one batch if I'd known this, but that's okay. I'm just going to, like, I'm really tempted to just pick this up and pour it in, but I think it would get too muddied. I don't know. I'm so tempted. I am so tempted. It's not funny. But I don't know if it would work. Should I try it? that worked. I guess I will find out when I cut that tomorrow. I have one more element to do to decorate the top, but I need this to set up, and so I'm going to go ahead and pour the other batch, and then hopefully this sets up enough that I can add the last element on top. This is that I had a few bars that had the big lighthouse. Definitely tall, but already I like this one better. Let's try the other end where I had the other. I like that. This bar is definitely one. I think the black actually stands out better. This is the one where it was poured, so it's kind of interesting. I don't think I ever really, I wouldn't say I got the ombre. I think maybe if I had different color choices, that would make a difference too. But I definitely like this one better. Just all around. One lighthouse, another lighthouse. Like I said, there's only, like I said, 2 bars at the end that had this. I just didn't quite have enough. And I also wanted to see, so like I said, I extruded all 3, but I thought this one would be too big, which it kind of was. But I definitely, so you can see there's more red. This is the one that was poured, this is the one that was scooped. I think I like the scoop better. Would I try this again? Maybe. Just because I'm kind of curious to see what a second attempt would be. You know, I want to kind of compare and see if I'm always getting the same thing, and then I know, okay, it's not really worth it, or if different colors would give me different results. I like this. Definitely the black lighthouse stands out better. And that top, I just love that top. That red, like I said, half the loaf was red. Like it just was way too dominant, but that's okay. I don't think it's the end of the world. It's interesting how the pour, so this was the top part, this was the bottom part of the ombre, and the pour, it's not very mixed. I was just a little surprised at that, but so I don't feel you get necessarily an ombre effect. It's cool. I definitely like this batch better. I think the black just stands out. Maybe if I had done the rocks gray. Oh, look, I got a floating lighthouse. It would have been better, but that's okay. I have 3 designs, well, 2 designs, 3 if you count the couple bars with that big lighthouse. I tested them out. I know what I like best. I see how they all work. And so, yeah.